you've probably heard this case or seen something about it on the internet right now because it's just that viral, because it honestly doesn't make sense. And right now there hasn't been an arrest, but there is a lot of speculation that when you look at individually, like each thing individually, you're like, oh, you brush it off. But then when you look at it all together, you're like, whoa, something is not right here. Obviously, we're talking about Celeste Hernandez. This is her. This is a photo from before she was reported missing. And she was reported missing for the first time February 15th, 2024. That was the first time. Now, she was considered a runaway when she went missing back in February of 2024. And the police actually were able to find her. It's unknown where she was. There's no report of where she was, where they got her, but they were able to bring her back home when she ran away the first time. So February 15th, 2024. Now the timeline goes back and forth a lot because their timelines are so separate and everything is so speculative. She was later found in a Tesla. A lot of the reports say dismembered, but even that we don't really. It's possible that she had been there for a long enough time. That was of this year. So that when they found her, she was discovered in a Tesla in Hollywood Hills at a Hollywood Hills tow impound in September of 2025. Her timeline is very just speculative. Like, we don't really know. We just know she ran away about 3 times. And the last time that she had ran away was April 5th, 2024. So she had been missing for the last time her parents had seen her for a solid year. Even that, there's been videos put out of so-called Celeste being at her parents' house this year, April of this year, celebrating a family member's birthday. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of it is just mystery. We don't know. All we know is that she ran away 3 times. On the last time her parents seen her, when they find her again, she's in a Tesla. Now, at first, they couldn't even identify her. She was severely decomposed. And apparently she has a, tattoo on her finger. So this is what that looks like. It was one of the only things that allowed family members to think it was her. The Tesla actually turned out to be registered to the singer David, spelled D4VD. Now, I've never personally listened to his music, so I never even heard of him until this moment. This is him. The tattoo was one of the only things that they could identify. At first, it was considered to be a body that was 5'1" and 70 pounds. Now, right off the bat, when I thought 70 pounds, I was like, whoa, that is light. 70 pounds? Now, this tattoo is super popular. Rihanna had this tattoo and she actually made it popular. So it's a very popular tattoo for people to get. That was one of the only identifying factors. At first, her parents knew something was wrong, knew that it was her because of the tattoo. Because they knew she had the tattoo when she ran away. Well, when she ran away, the last time she ran away was when she was 13. And I think 13 years old having a tattoo is already insane. But anyway, so April 5th, 2024 is the last time she's seen missing. And then she's discovered in the Tesla. We don't really know what her actual timeline is. We just know speculation. And then you have to wonder, okay, the Tesla was registered to David. It is his car. And when the body is discovered in his car, he's on tour at the same exact time that she's discovered in his car. He's on tour.
It was decomposing.
Yeah, it was decomposing. It was in the lot for a few days is what it said. But it was the car hadn't moved and was ticketed 11 days before it got to the lot. So it's possible that she had been in the car when it got ticketed and it hadn't moved. I mean, she was so severely decomposed that her autopsy was actually deferred. The medical examiner could not find out a cause of death because she was just that far gone. All they know is that it couldn't have been something like, dismemberment, because then it would have said dismemberment,
But what did the medical examiner say about how long she'd been deceased?
It was deferred, so they don't know any time. They don't know what the cause of death or anything, because they said that because she was in the front trunk Tesla have front trunk.
Mm-hmm.
She was in there, and the temperature in California, which is where this took place, was so hot, and a trunk can get very hot. They don't know how long she was there.
Okay. So this guy was arrested, right?
Hmm?
So this guy was arrested, right?
No.
But it's
Even though the car is registered to
but
him.
it's his car.
Yeah.
And
It's
he was
his
on tour.
Yeah, he's on tour.
So
And
how's
the
he
car
not?
the car hadn't moved for 11 days. Apparently there's like a processing of like it has to get ticketed 3 times before they can impound it. It got ticketed 11 days because it hadn't moved. And then they had to ticket it 2 more times, and then by the time that they did that, then they were able to impound it, and it actually had been 11 days from the first ticket to when they impounded it and they found her body.
So essentially, by not arresting him, the law enforcement is trying to say that while he was on tour, someone unalived this young lady and put her, so happens to be, in this singer's trunk.
Yeah, and you have to remember, Tesla is basically a giant computer.
Yeah, how did they even get into the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, sorry, go ahead.